listen, I want to welcome you to today's Wealth Chat where we talk about business, banking, and real estate. Okay, with my beautiful co-host right here, Benaisha Poole Watson, and I'm so excited. We got a really good girlfriend in the building today. Y'all know her, Dr. Heavenly Khan.
How y'all doing? Thank y'all so much for having me. I am so excited to be here.
We excited.
What y'all got for me? What y'all got for me? Because I see business, banking, real estate. We're gonna talk about relationships.
Yes, we're gonna add that in there.
That's a part of it.
Add that in there. No, because that's a big deal. We actually talk a lot about that, but I want to ask you this, and I know it's going to be a lot we talk about today, reality TV and allures at school now and all that stuff, but you do a lot with relationships, and so now we have this whole emergence of Black women that are really coming into their fullness of who they are and their purpose in business, and then of course a lot of them want to also have relationships with men as well. And I think that, Benaisha and I, like yourself, we totally embrace our femininity. We love being women. But are you seeing that a lot of men are challenged by that? I know I'm blessed because I got a man who loves the boss in me and also the woman and the wife, but I also learned how to move around him in business. You know what I mean? Yes. I know what to push and what not to push where business is concerned, because I never want to brush up against that ego. I want him to know he always is the man and the king while I'm doing what I do. What are you seeing across the board?
First and foremost, I'm going to say that I'm the same as you. I know when to turn it off. I'm a boss all day, but when I come home to my man, I know to turn it off and give him that, respect and submission that, we both deserve and respect. But I'm seeing that a lot of times, like even Laura going to school, she's saying that there are no guys. There, when she's at Florida A&M University, they're 11-1, 11 females, and then, a lot of the guys are, gay, so... It's challenging, and you're dealing with different things we never even thought about. I never thought about that, but it has to be a challenge for beautiful young women. It's so many beautiful girls there, but not any men there to match. I don't know if that's wrong to say, but it's the truth.
Wow. I mean, but not just at FAMU. You think I'm
talking about across the board. Wow. Yes, absolutely. I'm a relationship expert. All the women are having the same problem. Wow. They bossy, they making millions or whatever, but if they're not already married, it's very difficult for them to find a mate. Because the good guys are taken quick, Wow. Absolutely. Ooh. It's hard.
Okay,
I mean, talk about reality TV. I mean, some of the beautiful women on our show, not married, it's difficult.
Wow. Girl, that's...
And that's not even where...
either, so I'm just gonna throw
and
that out there.
Look, we weren't even going there. We were just talking about just the basics.
Yes.
Yeah.
But when there's nothing in the pool, but us,
y'all get together. I guess. I don't know.
I like them.
I know that's right.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Now that's the whole situation that we talk a lot about that and looking at that. So what are you giving? What advice are you giving to the women?
I'm telling the women, don't settle, because if you settle, you're not going to be happy either. Yeah. Sometimes, and you don't actually have to be married or with somebody to live a full life. I feel like if I wasn't married, baby, and I look like y'all, baby, I just probably couldn't settle with just one. You know what I'm saying? I got a flavor of the month. So just don't feel like you got to settle with somebody, because like you say, marriage is a business. It's a whole partnership. And if it ain't done right, it's going to be a mess. You've ever been in a partnership with somebody and y'all thoughts are different, just y'all actions and everything is different, it won't work. Yeah. So you have to be with the right person. And if not the right person, be by yourself. Love on you, baby. Yes.
Okay, y'all. So we already talked before. Listen, y'all, before we started, we said we're going to be transparent.
Okay.
So you're going to get the real deal, Holyfield. And we're talking relationships, so I'm going to ask, because I'm the one that's single on the panel. Okay, so I'm single, girl. So let me tell you.
It's always the prettiest one.
Right. So, I'm hearing that the dating pool, they're saying, has pee in it, first and foremost.
It's nasty.
It's kind of nasty. But we're also seeing people coming back on the market every day. It's like the housing market, right? People are coming on the market and getting listed every single day. I'm seeing that people are, going through challenges in their relationships. They are breaking up. What advice do you give a woman who has been in a relationship, they've been committed to a person, and they're going back into the dating pool, they're an adult now, they've bossed up in their wealth chat, space, business, banking, and real estate, they got all the moving parts, and they're going back into the market. Okay, forget about the connecting part, because we know the dating pool is the pickings are slim. How do you how do you carry yourself? How do you go out there and do, what maybe you was locked up for 10 years, 3 years. I call it locked up. You was locked up for 3 years, committed relationship to somebody. And now you're going back out and you're a female boss. And I know we talk about living in our femininity. How do you make that transition? Because I think a lot of women are having a hard time with that.
That's a great question. And I can give you the problem. I probably don't have a great solution. The problem is these women are bossy and the men feel like, what do you need me for? The men are going down. I mean, I don't want to give any examples, but they marry bossed up women, but when they get divorced, they come back with something much less than somebody not on that level, because they feel like, what do you need from me? Right. I need to feel needed, and that's the issue. You got to make that man feel needed. You got to feel like he's the man. If he's not the man, what is he? The woman? Y'all want a man, right?
Absolutely.
So that's the problem. These bossed up women making y'all millions, doing y'all thing. Y'all got to be able to tone it down, and that's a problem for a lot of women because it's hard to do.
That's right.
And it's hard for me. It's hard for everyone.
Yeah.
But when you look like you do, they already intimidated. Sis, don't say you own a bank, but what can I offer you?
Yeah.
What can I offer you?
Right.
So at that point, the man feels like, I don't have a chance. And anytime something goes wrong, you know what I'm saying? She don't need me really.
Yeah.
So I think the solution is to act like you ain't got nothing. I don't know. No. I think the solution is to know.
True. That is true.
To let a man know how you really feel. You got to communicate with him. I know I'm this, that, and other, but I need you. I want you. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And if you don't mind me asking, what ended your last relationship?
Okay, so what was it?
I mean, was it cheating?
Seriously.
Was it
no cheating, no extra stuff. It was more I was getting elevated, and
he couldn't take it.
It started causing an issue because as I go out and I present myself, more people are now paying attention to me. And even though I'm not even paying attention to them, it seems like that was causing some kind of reaction inside of him that I could not help him with.
What was deep though is at the crib when she was with him. She was still soft, sweet, tender,
of course.
Not talking about the contracts and the deals. So
Period.
it wasn't like she was in his face.
Right.
Which I think we've all learned, like, don't dial all that back.
Yeah.
Yes. And you did that.
Yes.
But he still saw just, I guess, some social and the demand.
Yes.
I think that's a normal response for men. Men get intimidated. They're in competition. It's quiet as kept, They're in competition because, like even my husband said, if I wasn't doing the things I was doing, I couldn't be married to you because I'd feel some kind of way. So if they're not growing with you, and I'm not going to say you left them behind. What I'm going to say is what Dr. Jada said, you didn't keep up, if that's okay to say. But you're going to have a bad dude. You know what I'm saying? He's going to have to be in there. And I'm saying he's out there, but he's not a dime a dozen.
Yeah.
Right.
The women out here are getting it. And I'm going to say that society is designed that way for the women to get it and the men not to. I mean, we got men incarcerated and we got the men going, it's hard. It's hard. So the solution would be to be open and transparent with the man and tell him, hey, this is this, but this is us. And I can do these things for you. And this is what I need you for. I need you for the protection. I need you for the, the sound advice, making me feel, confident and things like that.
I think another key factor is, and I always use the example of the game of chess. Mm-hmm. So on chess, you have the king and you have the queen. The queen can do all kind of moves. The king is the head. Mm-hmm. He is a unique piece, but he can send his woman out there and she can jump around for him, right? But he can also take her out, right? We respect that.
Right,
we know that he's always the head, so we're not going to get away from that.
Right.
But at the end of the day, these men need to use these women for the things that they can capture because you have institutions that are giving women financials. They're giving women placement. They're giving women highlights.
Yeah.
And if you are a secure man, I would, if I was a man, go get this so that way it can take the family somewhere.
To the next level.
Even though I'm a man, I got my own thing, you do your thing, but put you in position. Let your queen hop on the board.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Can I be honest?
Yes.
Can I be real honest? Men have a lot of ego and they not as, I'm trying to use a better word, Jewel. Help me with my wording. They're not as smart as we are. They're not as
they
crafty.
Don't see it that way.
But they see that you're doing all these things, and then they just start feeling some kind of way, and that's a normal thing for men. It's going to be very hard for men. So that's why, and a lot of people say, "Oh, it's too much work. It's too much work." If you want a relationship, this is what you're going to have to do. You have to uplift that man. He's uplifting you as well, but you're going to have to uplift. You're going to do all the stuff that you'll be doing. Yay, Ben! Ben, he's an absolute god. I said, who the hell is Ben? I'm like, Ben must be Jesus.
Yes.
Like, Ben, that's necessary
you
when
have
you're
to-
a boss. I do the same thing, my man. You know what I'm saying? I don't ever put him down. I don't ever say anything. All I'm doing is uplifting that man. And he does it as well. But I think men need it more.
You cannot
They
get
need it
tired.
more. They need it more.
You
can't
cannot get
You can't
tired.
get tired.
You
If you
can't.
get tired,
And when you get a win, like Ben knows, okay, I'm working on this deal. One time he might hear it. But all that day-to-day
I agree.
stuff,
Yeah,
all
I
of that,
agree.
oh baby, and then this, and then baby, and then that, and then that stuff, like they don't want to
eat
keep
at 'em,
hearing
eat at
that.
'em,
Like
right.
you got to make it, and I know you did that, but I think, like she said, finding somebody that's whole, because in your case,
To receive
I
that.
know you already doing this, right? But he just wasn't whole
To
and
receive
secure
it.
to be able to receive.
So you can make the money, but he don't need to hear it. That's what she's saying all the time, or
Yes.
not even hear it at all. I mean, you can make more money, but he don't need to be reminded
No, that's
of
good.
that.
That's
No,
good.
because then they'll start being like, you don't need my money. Oh, yes, I do.
No. You gonna put your money in. Now you still a man. Now you still a man. Now you still a man. So you know, there's a way to get around that. But yeah, it's difficult, but it can be done. I mean, we are smart, intelligent women. We know what to
Yes.
do. But, you know, y'all beautiful women. Y'all just have a hard time submitting to a man first of all, and then uplift him because it's a constant thing.
It is.
It's
Yeah.
a
It's a
real
job.
thing.
It's real
whole
work.
Nother
It's a
thing.
real-
yeah,
It's
it's a
a
real
whole
thing.
nother thing.
You have had, you and Damon been married how many years?
It'll be 26 years in
Oh
August.
my gosh,
Yes.
that is
26 years.
amazing.
Yes, baby.
Good
26
job.
years. Yeah.
God, that is amazing.
And you want to know the key?
Well,
And you don't want to know it.
Yes,
no,
we do.
we want to know the key.
Okay.
But now I'm gonna challenge you a little bit too.
Okay,
'cause
challenge
you know,
me.
you be like, we perfect.
right.
Hey, didn't you say God say speak those things
Yes.
that are
Come
not
on.
He did.
as if they are?
He did.
There you go.
Okay, tell us the key. But then I also want to know the dynamic now that Alora's gone and it's just you and him. What's that looking like?
You know what? It actually has not changed that much. I mean, we actually spend more time because we have more time, but he does his thing, and I promise you, I'm not in his office. I'm not trying to boss up because I've been done fired everybody. You know, I'm a boss. I get it. But I'm not in his office. He does his own thing. I do my own thing, and then we meet up. You know what I'm saying? And that works because we're not bringing from the office back home.
Right.
We respect each other. We respect each other's time. You know, when he wants to speak to his mama, whatever, he go in another room. You know what I'm saying? Do what he need to do.
Yeah.
And I speak to my daughter all day. Like, I speak to her literally 5 times a day. So the key is just mutual respect and communication. If you see him feeling something like, what's wrong, baby? What, you know what I mean? And fix it right then. And same thing. And I know it's hard, but don't go to bed angry. I know that's hard to do. You know what I'm saying?
that's
I
the
know
key.
sometimes I've been up all night, right? But I didn't go to bed
Right.
angry. It's hard to do. It's hard to do. It really is.
Yeah. So you haven't had any extra work since she's been gone.
It's actually less work. It's less because
yeah,
I don't have no kids. Like, I got more time now to spend time with daddy. You know what I'm saying? We going downstairs watching movies in the theater. Well, we never did. We never had time to go to the theater, just us,
that's
and
good.
pop some Jimmy Pop popcorn and eat. You know what I'm saying? And watch a movie. So we're spending more quality time together. Damon's that homebody, you know, and I like to go out. So that's kind of like, so when I go out with my friends, and then daddy be home. You know what I mean? So when I get there, we, you know. He's a teddy bear.
Yes.
No, that's good. That's good.
Child.
Yeah, so you got to keep it on, and whatever you need to do, get you a pellet, Dr. Jada, get you some, go out there and work out, keep it up, keep that libido up so you
Again,
can
I
keep
say
him
thank you for
happy.
that. We were in Martha's Vineyard, and I had went and got my hormones checked, but I was doing a compound, and Ben was like, "Okay, baby, let's kind of take it to the next level." And Heavenly and Jada was like, "No, you need the pellet."
Okay, well, I need it too.
You need the pellet. I don't think you're ready for the pellet.
I think I need that.
You're going to need the pellet.
You gonna be way hyped.
Right,
But-
right. And get the old shot and the pellet. It's too much. It's too much. Okay.
You'll be like daily.
Yes.
Like,
Okay, that's already. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it.
All right, yeah, you might want to
We
wait and
already
see
there.
how
We
it
already
goes.
there. We already there.
But it has other benefits: mental,
Absolutely.
cognitive function, clarity, energy, stamina. Just this overall
Weight loss.
sense of being stunningly vibrant. Don't you
Yeah.
just feel like really vibrant?
I feel really good. I feel real good.
This is a good way to segue into our Black health conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is gonna be good.
For sure. All right, you guys, we got to get ready to take a break. This conversation has been so good. I know you got a lot from it. Make sure you go ahead and share with a friend. Tell them we're on right now, and we'll be right back after this.
And we're back with Wealth Chat with Benaisha, girl. You said some exciting things during the break, girl. Listen, we were talking about relationships and why certain relationships don't work.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate a little bit about what we were talking about during the break? Why your last relationship? I could ask you a question and help you.
Ask me the
Why
question.
didn't you want to post him? Why didn't you want him public?
Okay, so I felt, first and foremost, I want to keep my relationship private. And I know that there are women out here, there are people out here who feel the same way, right, you guys? You guys feel the same way. It's private until it's public. When we get married, I'm okay with putting you on my social media and anything that I have. I want to walk proudly with you regardless. However, when it comes to social media, I think that for me, my social media is designed for business. If y'all out there and y'all women, y'all need to comment on this, okay? Because it's about to go down. So
I'm with you on that part.
So my page is for my business, right?
Right.
It's not for my relationship. I can create another page for my relationship. I'm building a brand here. And I want to go with things that align with my brand. Period, right? Not the person. Not saying that he didn't align with my brand.
That's what I got out of that
I hear what you're saying because I heard you say it already in my ear without you really saying it. So I want things that only align with my brand because I'm building, and this is important to me as a black woman, a black female in business, right? I don't need any distractions. And so a distraction to me is if I'm posting my relationship here, there, all this stuff. And you know, I just didn't want that kind of energy, negative energy. People trying to just give their opinion on what I have going on. Let's stay focused. The brand is this, and I can go to my other page and you can see all that fun stuff. You can see the vacations, you can see the lives, you can see all that great stuff. But when it comes to my brand and I only have one page, I didn't want to interject that into it.
That sounds almost like an excuse, but I'm going to be the devil's advocate for a minute. I agree with you wholeheartedly. I always tell my daughter, don't post nobody, you know what I mean, if it's not your husband. But if you were engaged and you were seriously considering a relationship, what gave me a reason to pause, you saying it didn't align with your brand. Can you elaborate on that? Because your husband should align with your brand. This is a serious relationship, right? So why did you feel like he didn't align? Was it the looks? Was it the education level? Was it the business level? What was it that you felt like he didn't align with your brand?
Yeah, I think that some of the features would be distracting. And I'm not trying to be mean, y'all, but I'm just saying.
So he wasn't a Denzel. He wasn't a Idris, if you will. That's a nice way of saying. You know what I'm saying? How was his teeth, baby? How was his teeth? Because we fix his teeth, he gonna be together, girl.
Listen, the teeth were good.
Okay.
He had a nice, I'm tall, I'm 5'10", so he had a nice height. It just, I didn't want that kind of energy.
Well, man don't have to look good. If he got good teeth and he tall, he's good to go. Cut his hair bald headed.
It usually doesn't, but I still feel like there's something in you that had
Didn't
a
want
block.
him.
Absolutely, something was there.
Yeah.
You know, and of course you're in healthcare, and you know we're big on. We were talking about checking your hormones, checking your blood work. I mean, I think especially for black men because their health usually black women outlive black men, right? Most of the time, right? Am I not
She taking a long lead in. Let me get to it. Was the sex right? Because that's what she leading to. Like, if he was giving it to you right, it don't matter what he looked like. It don't got no face. That's what she trying to say in a nice way. I'm feeling her, but we ain't got but 30 minutes to get there.
Oh, please.
So
the 1, 2, 3, and the 5th. I'm gonna have to plead the 5th on that one.
Okay, we already know the answer. Okay, well that's important. That's important.
It is important. I mean, but isn't that true? Don't black women most of the time outlive black men?
Absolutely.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
I think we do need our men to be very much
healthy,
on top of their stuff, not just at 20, but at 30, at 40, and every year it changes. So I think we got to be proactive, right? And get them. We got to be proactive, and we need them to be proactive about making sure that all their stuff stay together.
yes.
How
Weight,
old was
everything.
he?
1 year older than me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay then. You know, black women, you can't tell their age. You could be 22. You could
Yeah.
be 42.
He was only
you could
1
be,
year
I don't
older
know.
than me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we understand that marriage is a business, right? So we're going to get back into the business. It's an actual partnership, right?
It is.
So had you gotten married, we're talking about a legal partnership, how would he have fitted in that? Would he have been 50-50 with everything you're doing? Would you have done a prenup? I mean, because we're talking about business.
Okay, so this is a great conversation because I definitely would do a prenup. Like, I'm not going to spend any time with anybody that could potentially bring down what I worked hard for. And not saying that if I commit myself to you, we've already crossed that bridge, but trust me, when you get into that situation, and I've been divorced, okay, so I know that it looks great in the beginning, and all, you know, it look ugly at the end.
Sure.
You have to protect yourself as women, and a prenup is definitely a mandatory clause. Like, if they're not willing to sign that, then we can't even we can't even
See,
have a
the
conversation.
issue with men are they are sensitive. They don't even like that word, but they're sensitive. They're much more sensitive than we are. So when you go in a situation where the woman is looking better, she's more vibrant sexually, she's doing better financially, she's more well spoken, and I'm just speaking, I don't know your guy at all. But all those things make him feel like if you don't uplift him, we back at that, right?
Yeah.
So what you have to do is give him half, so he's there with you.
Yeah. I can do that.
No,
But I think, well,
no, I was joking, but
but I think we have to look and see, does he have more than her or not? Because to me, if a man is coming into a relationship and the woman has way more assets than him, then I'm not going to be willing to. But if he has way more than me, then I might be, you know, a little bit more flexible.
Right.
So sometimes it's not about the assets at a certain age. Sometimes it's about the potentials. Because I've seen a lot of men take that money and flip it. You know what I'm saying? If they got that kind of potential.
And a lot of women too.
Yeah,
Take
oh
it,
yeah,
yeah,
women
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
goes without saying. We're going to take it and double it up,
Yeah,
right?
right.
But sometimes men can add something to what you got to make it to the next level.
yeah.
Was he that guy? Or-
Yeah, he could do that.
That didn't sound too confident.
No,
I don't know.
he could.
Okay.
He was excellent in his business. He was excellent.
So let's revisit that relationship because it might be easier to revisit that one than to find.
Oh, nah,
She
girl.
tried.
Nah, girl.
You done?
No, that's over. That's over.
sure?
Yeah, I'm on to the next.
Okay.
Yeah, we on to the
Well,
next.
then let's talk about business, girl. How the bank going? Listen, I need some finance.
Okay.
Let's talk about that no doc loan, girl. I like that.
Oh, this is good. So you already know, you are well versed in business banking and real estate, as well as health and wealth. And we want to get down to the gusto. First and foremost, we want to tell people, how did you get started? If you don't know, Dr. Heavenly is a dentist, okay?
Yes.
So how did you get started in the medical field? We want to go back to that story.
Actually, I mean, it's a really short story. My mom told me that I could do anything, and she felt like a successful person was to be a doctor. So my major was always in my mind, pre-med, you're going to be a doctor. When I got to school, I said I want a man, okay? I want to be a family, and then a doctor in my mind had to go to residency, be on call, all that. So a recruiter came and he was like, "Hey, dentistry, loved it, and was good at it." So I said, "Hey, dentistry, I can set my own hours and I can still be a wife and mother." Long time fast forward, I love this lifestyle because I can do a lot of other things, including Dr. Heavenly University, you know what I'm saying, and Heavenly Beauty. So it's like trickled out into some different things.
Did you always know you were going to be like multi-dimensional? Did you always want to have multiple businesses? Because you killing it with helping people get their money together. You killing it. You got the beauty supply. You reality TV. I mean, you really are very multi-dimensional.
None of this was planned in that exact order. I'm a planner. I plan for my marriage. I plan for my children, that kind of stuff. But the business part, I didn't. I always knew I was going to be a successful dentist. But what I thought was I was helping dentists because they came out of school not knowing anything, especially about financial education, literacy. We learned nothing. And I thought that was a problem. Like, we owe all this money. We come out, and most of them don't even know how to run a business, right? So I found a problem with Dr. Heavenly University. Initially, I was just training dentists. Okay, these are the top 5 procedures you need to do. This is how you do it. This is how you market it. This is how you sell it. This is what you need to do. But I found out they didn't know what to do with the money. Initially, I didn't even know. You go to school all this time and you're making a lot of money, right? But you don't know where to do it. You don't know where to put it. So it gets gone. You understand? So if you don't understand how to use those tax loopholes with trust, or how to invest your money into real estate, or even that you can qualify for real estate, because a lot of times people feel like they can't get the loan because we have to educate them. People like Benaisha coming in, you know, and saying, "Hey, there's a no doc loan out there."
That's right.
But you don't have to show any document because I got the money.
That's
okay.
right.
Then we got the insurance girl coming out saying, "Hey, this is how you store." Then you got Jewel coming, telling you, "Listen, the Lord can give you whatever you want to have, right? Getting you that mindset right, and showing, improving by showing y'all. I mean, just y'all presence make people know, hey, it can be done.
It can be done.
Because we all come from humble beginnings.
do.
I know you do because I heard your story, and I know you do too, and I definitely do. So if we could do it, ladies and gentlemen, with the help of a lady, you can't do it by yourself. Now we can do it by ourselves, but a man needs a good woman. Ask for Rob. I mean, anybody. That's just proven.
Men are much better
with a woman.
That's
absolutely
right.
Much better. You
But
can
think
always
about
tell.
this, y'all, and I know I'm wrong. Imagine if 2 women got together. That's a power couple, baby.
Wow.
Oh, no,
Let me drink my water.
You will die. You will die.
No, I'm saying 2 smart people in the same order because the men bring it going the other way.
I wonder, does that happen though? I ain't never been like that, but
I'm
when
just
it
saying,
does, it happen.
But I think it even happens in sisterhood.
That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely. You can partnership with your friends.
We're all so much better together.
Yes,
You know
yes,
what I mean?
yes.
We bounce ideas off each other. We bounce concepts. We do events together.
That's why I was so excited to see y'all together. I was like,
Yeah,
oh, my
this is
girl,
good.
Benaisha, oh, my girl, Jewel, taking y'all doing something. The Wealth, that is a great name.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Wealth Chat, okay? That's wonderful. And then I've combined it with my friend, Dr. Jackie and Dr. Jada. We're doing some different things, some powerful things. And all it's the same thing. And we can do it together or separately, but we're trying to empower Black women because a lot of times we make a whole lot of money, but we don't know how to keep it. And there are some tax loopholes that you can keep your money. We were looking at people's finances. They were spending 50% in taxes, not understanding where to put that money in a holding company. Being in the state of Texas, there are certain states you can live in or get residence in. You know what I'm saying? The same on taxes, because them taxes and your payroll are pretty much your highest bills. And the answer ain't always 401k. That's all. If you go to a financial planner today, all they're going to tell you is products that they sell that they make money on, right? The 401k ain't hit it. And if you could hear that you could put it into an insurance product and save the same amount tax deferred and still have access to that money. That's the kind of stuff we talk about at Dr. Heavenly University. But the main thing is what y'all do. Real estate. If you got a real estate person and a banker, big
That's
baby.
Now let's talk about that no doc loan. So I don't know if people know this, but if you are a business owner, okay, if you are a business owner, EIN, okay, you own a business, your business is making money, you can qualify to just present your business bank statements, guys, your business bank statements.
I need that loan, though, for real. Can we get together after this?
Absolutely,
I'm for real.
absolutely.
Okay.
Your business bank statements qualify you, no ID, up to $5 million. Okay, that's just with my bank. I can't speak for any other bank, but this is what I am doing
But
for
you have
my
to put
people.
a percentage down.
You have to put a percentage down, and the minimum is 10%.
Wow.
Every business owner can afford to put down 10%.
Absolutely.
We have businesses, we have trust, we're protecting, we're tax deferred, we're doing all this stuff. What are you doing with your assets? Are you holding on to it, or are you just sitting on your equity?
You don't need my income tax statement.
No income tax statement.
Baby, we about to do this. We about to do this. Listen, all you need is my bank statement, because the money is flowing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but you know, in your tax statement, I ain't gonna get into that. But anyway.
But this is so good. These are the conversations we got to have.
Yes.
Because so many people get stopped because they feel like they don't have the capital. But if they know, oh, she got a no doc. Okay, I heard her say that. And these are the things we got to explore. This is why we are better together. And I hope that those of you that are watching right now, you know, I hope you're thinking about, what is that business you want to start? What is that investment that you want to make? Until you start taking a risk, nothing is going to happen.
That's right.
And that's one of the things you're talking about at Dr. Heavenly University. I love getting on there and chatting with them. You're working with their mind to let them know, like, until you make a decision and until you're willing to take a risk, nothing is going to happen.
And y'all part of Dr. Heavenly University. I know we're doing a lot of things separate. We're doing it together. But a lot of times people get frustrated, Benaisha, because if they get turned by the bank, they feel like, oh, ain't nobody going to give me money. And I know a lot of physicians, dentists, attorneys that make money, but on paper it doesn't look as well because they being taxed, double taxed. They're in the wrong darn state. They got the wrong darn hold. They don't have the right holding. They just don't know.
It's
and
education.
That's why I'm so excited.
It's education.
Absolutely.
Once we know, of course, they say you know better, you do better.
Exactly.
When you reach one, you teach one.
Yep.
So exposing people to what we have going on collectively together, we can impact and change. And change.
And it's our obligation to do so.
It is so important.
And somebody asked me the other day, and I know I'm wrong to say it, Jewel always looking at me when I say the wrong thing. I feel like you got to pay to play, because if you pay, you will pay attention.
No,
that's right.
You will pay attention.
Because when people get stuff free, they're not going to honor it the way they need to.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? They're not going to take it as seriously. So, no, I'm definitely with that, and I'm really proud of what you've done with Dr. Heavenly University and what you're doing with the bank, and really what all of us are doing. And I hope you guys, as you're watching this, are saying, okay, I need to reach out. You know what I mean? I need to reach out. I'm being exposed to this. I need to make the decision to connect with them, get the capital, get the mindset, get whatever you need to get, but don't keep waiting. Don't keep waiting on somebody else to give you approval, somebody else to give you a yes, because sometimes people may never give you a yes. You got to give yourself a yes. You got to tell yourself, like, this is going to be my year. I saw Heavenly today. I saw Benaisha today. I heard what they said. It spoke to me. Connect. Make that decision to connect. Follow us on social media.
Yes. Smash the like button, the Wealth Chat, guys. We are going to end this show, even though we don't want to.
I know.
This was so good. We want to have you back again because I know it's
make
going to be
sure
more.
y'all come to Dr. Heavenly University. That's drheavenlyuniversity.com, and y'all can follow me at dr_heavenly. Y'all know I'm your girl. I got you from the credit all the way to the root of the tutor.
Yes.
So we got a one-stop shop, financial, starting with your health.
Yes.
Your health is your wealth.
Yes.
You ain't never lied in your teeth.